are hearing from the family of Tyre Sampson after that verdict. Let's listen.
My prayers. I came to, like my attorney said, the goal was to shut the ride down, have it taken down, to stop this tragedy happening ever to any other family ever again, and then to get here to this point and to fight for justice. That's a great accomplishment. Those are my three main goals, to be honest.
Nekia, all throughout the day, you left the courtroom, obviously overcame with emotion. You opened yourself up to a jury, 6 people you've never met before in your life. Did you want fun time in the courtroom today? Did you want them there to say something, or do you have a message of fun time?
I really did want them there, because my question would have been, why was the ride even created? That's my main question. What happened to the seatbelts? I mean, I have a lot of questions, but yes, I did want them. I wanted them to face me, apologize. You know, I got none of that. No apologies, no anything. So yes, I did want them there.
And you still have never heard from them up until now?
No.
How hard have these last 2 years been, and how are you feeling today?
I don't even think it's a word. It's unbearable, because I have a child that I can't physically touch. I can't hug him. I can't kiss him. Everything is a memory. You know, I have to look at pictures, buttons, T-shirts. I don't have my son here to hug him. That's a hurting feeling. That's devastating to any parent. I don't wish this on any parent. No one. To lose a child is the worst thing that can happen to any parent in the world.
What's next for you?
I'm gonna go home and I'm just gonna live. I have to thank God first and foremost. I'm just thankful that we was able to get this far and to hold them accountable. I don't really have too many plans as of now, but I mean, right now, I'm breath by breath. I mean, that's how I live, breath by breath, to be honest. No major plans.
As far as the money goes, is it just a procedural thing now, as far as like you said over the paperwork and the money gets done? Or can they still fight it overseas?
Well, they may try to fight it and say that our justice system can't impose a judgment over there. There's a lot of different things that are going to happen, but they do business here. This is where the Department of Commerce, the Secretary, or the State Department can get involved, saying if you don't recognize a judgment in the United States, well, then you don't do business here. And we've had talks with the Department of Commerce. We've had talks with the Department of State. I mean, this was not just to get some piece of paper. This is to either do one of two things: collect or shut them down. We're going to record this judgment in other countries that they do business in, because when you do business here and you ignore the courts, there are consequences for them. So yeah, it's a process. We've already started it. It's been going on for 2 years. One thing that's very important to remember is that they appeared in the case originally. They had lawyers, local lawyers from Orlando. They filed motions, and then they just withdrew. And that's why the court had the findings they did.
Is it insurance, assets here, other brands in the United States? Like, how do you, what's the...
Yeah, they have both. They have insurance. We have a copy of the insurance policy, and they have assets. So they have both.
Yeah. I mean no disrespect to this question. You're a mother, you have young children, you're going to have other family vacations in your life. How does this change your life, though, knowing children want to go to places that unfortunately would happen? You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a lot more in your life here now. Just psychologically for you, how challenges can be?
All of my children were amusement park riders. That was our thing. Summer vacation, amusement parks. Since March the 22nd, we don't do amusement parks, no rides or anything. Anything that's appears to be scary or detrimental, we don't do any of that. I just prefer to do other outings and look at life a different way, because this has definitely changed. This changes your outlook on life totally when you lose a child. So again, like I said, I'm breath by breath. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do next month. It's breath by breath for me. I don't make plans anymore. My future is gone. My future's gone.
However, you still have a future in front of you, and if everything goes according to plan, you are going to be getting tens of millions of dollars. What do you plan to do with that money? What are you going to put it toward?
I have no plans right now. I don't know at the point. I can say I have a football team back at home that I can basically sponsor and make, donations towards the team. But other than that, I don't have any outright written out plans right now.
Any other questions for Nekia? She's got to catch a flight, or for Mr. Haggard or Miss Wald, and then
How surprised were you Fun Time wasn't here today? Is that surprising?
Well, I could tell you, as all the lawyers, this lawyer teams, when they withdrew from the case, we couldn't believe it. They were in the case. I mean, this happens a lot. You have foreign defendants. They file motions against personal jurisdiction and try to move the case, those types of things. And they didn't do any of that. They just quit and withdrew and tried to avoid justice. So we were shocked. I think it was an incredibly, stupid strategic move by them. And so we're very confident, hopefully, to collect and/or put them out of business.
You mentioned in voir dire $150 million as an example. Did that plant the seed?
What was that? I'm sorry?
You mentioned in voir dire $150 million as an example of a judgment that could happen. Did that plant the seed?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we just thought. I mean, I think the jury knew with this type of corporate indifference, these types of damages, there's no seed to plant. Yeah.
I think
Thank you.
Mike was nice